Hi, this is Matt Yetter with Sherlock Home Inspections. Phone number is 971-212-7481. Website address is yourinspectionneeds.com. Today's date is Thursday, December 14th, 2023. The address we're inspecting today is 765 Zepher Way, Molalla, Oregon, 97038. We are about to perform a video inspection of the property's main sewer line through the front yard exterior cleanout. The equipment being used today is the Rigid Sea Snake. This is one of the best sewer cameras on the market today. Before we begin this video inspection, it be noted some age sewer pipes made of clay, concrete, cast iron, asbestos, and Orangeburg may be in good working order and may never have had to clog your sewer backup before. However, due to real estate transactions, attorneys, and lawsuits, Sherlock Home Inspections must recommend the following to meet the current codes. All sewer pipes should be watertight, made of cast iron, ABS, 3034 or HDPE pipe with all permit fittings and couplers. All sewer pipes should be free from breaks, offsets, separations, tree roots, bellies, and party sewers. Sherlock Home Inspections recommend replacing any sewer pipe that does not meet these specifications. Here we go. We are in 3-inch ABS plastic drain piping. We're running some water to ensure that our pipe is watertight and is going to remain watertight throughout this inspection. Looks like the direction of the sewer pipe does run to the street in front of the house, Zephyr Way. Pipe shows no recent signs of blockage, buildup, or backup. Overall looks pretty clean, all things considered. All of the joints, junctions of the pipe, at least that we've seen so far, appear to be glued, watertight. After 18 feet, there is a little bit, you can see the flow in the water changes a little bit, so a little bit of a sag in the line or marginal pitch. So let's see how it goes. So the camera head is submerged at 19 feet. So this is right under the brick in the front yard. Hopefully we pop out of it real quick. Let's see. And then once we reach the lateral, we'll turn off the water, drain everything out. Look at the pipe one more time in reverse. But we do have a bit of a belly in the line there. Let's see. So again, at 19 feet we go underwater. Camera head is submerged. And then we come out at 23 feet. So about a 4-foot belly there. And again, we'll run a test on it on the pullback. Going a little flat through here too. Not as bad as the previous one. And then we're going to transition. So at 40 feet, this signifies a few things. This signifies transitioning pipe size. So we're going from 3-inch pipe into 4-inch pipe. Signifies transitioning pipe materials. So we're going from ABS plastic into PVC. And then lastly, we're transitioning into a branch off the city lateral piping. And even though we enter into city lateral piping here, technically all of this will be buyer owner responsibility throughout the entire length, start to finish. This is the most common area where we'll see a little bit of standing water. So a lot of times it's just like a rough connection there causes some water, but they did pretty good on that connection. Nice smooth transition. We hit the PVC pipe, we were just straight as an arrow to the street in front of the house. We go a little bit flat through here too. And the head is submerged again. And then we come into the lateral at, we'll call it 69 feet. So this is the end officially of owner responsibility, 69 feet away from the house. I'm going to turn off the microphone, pause the video, turn off the water, drain everything out. Look at the pipe one more time in reverse. Okay, well, we have turned off the water. The idea is to drain everything out of the line and then see how the areas react with the water turned off. So we had some areas that had some marginal pitch and maybe even some sags in the line. Pretty minor. It doesn't appear that it's causing any issues at this point, but there are some sags in the line. So what we want to do is we want to drain everything out of the line, and we want to evaluate the pipe with no water running. If everything goes ahead and drains right on out of there, then it's just one of those things to maybe just keep an eye on it and then repair it if it ever gets worse. So we're going to start the pullback now with the water off, like I said, and we want to a couple areas we want to check and just see how they react with the water turned off. So here we go. We had some water leading up to this. There still is some residual stuff, but the camera is no longer being submerged. So definitely some marginal pitch to keep an eye on in that area, but nothing catastrophic. You can see there is going to be a little bit of residual stuff hanging on there, but again, it did improve with the water off. And again, we don't have a big sludgy buildup like it's causing issues or anything like that. So that would be one area that improved enough where I think we can just get away with just keeping an eye on it. We'd recommend having a sewer scope every 2 to 3 years. Just keeping an eye on things with the amount of rain that happens in the Northwest, the amount of weight on these pipes. Certainly additional settling and movement can happen. If conditions ever worsen, some repairs could be required in the future. Now you can see just about everything has drained out of there. Here's that transition. There was a little standing water right before the transition too. A little bit of residual stuff there, but overall that area significantly improved too. So really not too bad. So it's kind of doing what we want it to do with the water turned off for the most part. It did go ahead and drain out of there. There's some residual stuff, but the camera head that was submerged in water previously, enough is drained out to where it's not submerged anymore. And again, there is no buildup, there's no catching of anything, there's no evidence that it's even thinking about blocking or backing up at this point. And then this first one was the one I think I was most curious about, right around 19 feet. So let's see how this area reacts. This is the one where the camera head was underwater for a little bit, and it still is there. But again, I mean, we like that the water is pretty crystal clear. So it really just doesn't appear to be causing any problems, but there is some standing water in this area, and it looks like there will be, even with the water off, there'll be some standing water. So at 19 feet, and it's right here in the brick, right before the steps, if it needed to be repaired. So again, at 21 feet, we go underwater. And again, this is with the water off, and then we come out of it. 22 feet, so it vastly improved. I mean, at least half of it drained out. And again, the water is, for the most part, it's clear, so it's not blocking or backing up or even really thinking about it. Maybe not a bad idea as a precaution before closing, passing the video and the report on to a drain repair specialist to get an opinion there. Is this something that needs to be repaired now, or will we just live with it and keep an eye on things and then repair it if conditions ever worsen? So I think at this point, it doesn't appear to be causing any problems. No buildup, no even thoughts of blockage or backup or anything like that. So very, very minor. But there is that last one that we were just spending some time on. There's going to be some water in the pipe at all times, it looks like. And so maybe before closing, just strictly as a precaution, passing the video and the report on to a drain repair specialist to get an opinion whether he thinks that the pipe should be repitched, resloped, or resupported in that area, or if it's just an area to keep an eye on. But at this point, like a 2-foot water belly is very, very minor.